Santa Claus ain't got nothing on Kendrick Lamar. Christmas has come early. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? Listen, I don't want to waste any time. I'm well aware. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, you hear a bell, you hear a clatter on the roof. No, it's Kendrick Lamar taking over hip-hop and the internet. Brand new album has just dropped, and we're going to start with the first video that he released on YouTube. It is GNX.
Only thing matter right now is living right now, and I can't spare no feelings. Quiet on set, but my aura loud. I navigate through hood shit and wisdom. The money out here, young man, for a quarter in your hand, you'll die broke trying to play victim. The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God did me a big one. Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged.
The energy only circulate through us. I love just almost like that very staccato delivery. It's a faster flow, but it just sits. Like Kendrick just has these pockets that he just marinates and just finds like the perfect just pacing for, right? It's never like all the way through, where does this man breathe? Because there's plenty of space in between. It's like fast flow space. Fast flow space. He's just got a great sense of that timing. Anyways, let's keep letting this run. Then we'll go back and break this down.
No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. The headache can speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power live for the Olympians too. I'm carrying various darts right now. I deserve this bitch like tiramisu. See, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they running by me if I gotta clear out the.
No, that switch up at the end when everything just distorts, the 808s just rock, and it gets so much darker. No, Kendrick is on demon time already. The big question was going into this album, right? And this is what he talks about in Watch the Party Die. For me, it was, you know, he realizes he has such a huge platform and everybody is waiting for this album. And he really is the culture right now and what the culture is feeling. And as he reflected on Watch the Party Die, you know, does he choose violence? Does he continue down this path of war as he sees it? Or does he find some greater spiritual peace with it all? And it feels like for me at the beginning and the way this sets up, right? It's almost like you have sort of the spirituality, this rising, right? Especially right here as the camera starts to move up and it feels like we're just
carrying various dark
crescendoing into the light, right? And that for me is symbolic as we rise into the light. But then all of a sudden, the beat switch happens. And then it all darkens. And it just feels like Kendrick is prepared for war. And that's like the precursor to the album. And that demon time just comes through. But let's break down some of this because there's some really dope shots and lyrics throughout this. Love this opening. Like just that gradual reveal. I'm always a fan of how a music video kind of like teases you. It doesn't give you everything at once. Over time, as the music progresses, it starts to reveal more and your eyes taking more with the scene.
Right now is living right now, and I can't spare no feelings.
I love that. Living right now, and I can't spare no feelings. That just speaks again to Kendrick Lamar just always being on his own time. It doesn't matter anyone else's time. He doesn't really care about your feelings. He only cares about his own and looking out for his.
Quiet on set, but my aura.
Those strings are beautiful too. Obviously got that off to the side, but then you have other strings start to build, and then these just little string plucks off to the side. So you've got like 3 different layers of kind of strings happening as this mix starts to build right here.
The money out here, young man, for a quarter in your hand, you'll die broke trying to play victim.
The money here, you'll die trying to play victim. Giving you that knowledge, I love that bar. And for me, the GNX, right? I was curious when I saw the title GNX. So I'm like, all right, let's go back in time. What does the GNX represent? GNX Buick Regal from 1987. And I would put money that that is the 1987 GNX. And why is that significant for Kendrick? Because he was born in 1987. So that car has seen the same time that he has. I think there's layers to that.
The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God did me a big one.
The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God did me a big one. God did me a favor. Is that a little bit of subtlety? Just at how some of the industry has really shown their true colors for Kendrick in this beef. PG Lang, right? Kendrick's group has talked about this, different people affiliated with Kendrick, that, we really got to see people's true colors throughout the drama and throughout the beef with Drake. And I feel like God doing a big one was that moment and speaking on that. And it's not just Drake. It's not just subtle shots talking about the Drake situation. There's a greater plane and a greater situation that's happening, I think, that Kendrick Lamar is speaking on.
The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God gave me a big one.
Man, that build when he just stacks all these vocal layers on top of each other. And then as it rises, and it feels like it's going to rise even further and crescendo here, and this feels like where the kick should happen and the percussion should drop in. No, he drops it back down one more time and almost lulls you into this false sense of, wait, I thought we were going to have a build. I thought we were going to have a kick. No, we're back here. Focus on me.
Hit it with love. My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes.
Gemini being born in June. Kendrick Lamar shouting out Geminis, man.
Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time,
the energy only circulate through us. No more handshakes and hugs. For me, this is what he's talking about, right? He's got his feeling to it all. He's got his pulse on it. All eyes are on him and what they're doing. And the energy is feeding through him. But him saying no more handshakes and hugs, well, that's the foreshadowing of why the kick happens and why he turns into that demon time for me. Again, this is him just looking at the landscape of hip-hop right now as he reflects on this intro and this precursor to the album.
God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. The headache can speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you.
Headache, speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. So the predicate, the building block going into this situation, it's fuck you. He's letting us know the energy and the time that he's on.
Dedicated to bare hard truth. The headache can speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power lift with Olympians too. I'm carrying various darts right now.
I could power and lift with Olympians too. Olympians power lifting, or he could power with his spirit and lift up right now.
I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power lift.
And even carrying heavier hearts, because a heart being heavy, when someone's heart weighs heavy, right? And again, there's just that spiritual meditative experience with Kendrick. But for me, the heavy sets up the Olympic lifting, powerlifting scheme, like lifting something heavy, but he's emotionally lifting hard.
With a vigilant tongue, the predicate this time is fuck you. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I can power lift with Olympians too. I'm carrying various darts right now. I desert this bitch like tiramisu. See, we go body for body.
Darts right now, dessert this bitch. Obviously, tiramisu is a type of dessert, but he's going to dessert this bitch and leave it. And it just feels like, again, he's leaving the angels. Let him fall straight down and bring the fires of hell upon us.
I'm carrying various darts right now. I desert this bitch like tiramisu. See, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they running by me if I got to clear out the...
Yeah, that's a hell of a preview. And you know what? It feels like there's more to come. I wonder if that's like a Tyler, the Creator type of thing. If that is just a smaller version of a fuller track on the album. I don't know. We're going to find out very soon, but the tone has been set. This is one of the most momentous occasions in hip-hop history, and we're going to dive into it. We're going to break it down, and we're going to do it justice. If you want to be here for the journey, you want to be a part of this, we're going to start on track 1. We're going to bust our ass and work our way through this. Subscribe with notifications on. Kendrick Lamar, in the meantime, you're Knox Hill certified. All right, that's it for right now. See you again.